More than 60,000 lux at 3 meters distance with a 15-degree dish. You can even call Batman with it. Aputure 1200D Pro, a beast of a light. Let's review that. What's good guys, my name is Oleg Nikitin and you're watching No Limits On channel. So this is 1200 watt daylight balanced at 5600 Kelvin COB light, or let me say LED light. It has outstanding build quality and output. It's a pretty straightforward light, but if you do need that much power, it's hard to overlook this monster. So let's start off with the kit. First of all, the case itself weighs over 30 kilograms, and it wasn't easy bringing it home using the subway.
Sometimes I think being a blogger is not that easy.
Also, you get a separate bag which looks like a drum kit, and it contains 3 reflectors: wide with about 45-degree beam angle, medium with around 30-degree beam angle, and this huge one which has 15-degree beam angle and crazy output. But unfortunately a very pronounced hot spot in the middle, but we'll get to those later. If you don't want to bring this reflector case with you all the time, there is a space in the main roller bag for one of those reflectors. Thank God this 30-kilogram case has wheels and retractable handle of course, and as well handles on both sides, so it's not that hard to carry around. The build quality and the materials of all the kits are top-notch. It's literally premium and a joy to use. I'm sure you can feel that even through the screen. So in the box you'll find the light itself with a stylish red accents, and it could have been heavier by the way, but it's manageable. 7.5 meters headlit cable, which is very thick and has locking connections on either side. About 5 meter long mains power cable that goes to a control box and the control box itself. By the way, you operate the light with a control box, and it's a very welcome addition because you can hang the light up high and still have access to all the controls. And one more great addition is a special control holder, kind of clamp that clamps onto the C-stand and works perfectly well, as you can see right here. Also, you'll need a special stand for it. My regular C-stand didn't allow me to install it properly, so I had to rent this Manfrotto stand. Make sure you have the right stand for it. Didn't I mention that 1200D has Bowens mount? It does, and you can use all of your favorite softboxes, dishes, lanterns and other accessories, but first check if they are compatible in terms of temperature, because 1200D can melt down plastic easily. So the Fresnel module from 600D is not recommended to use with 1200D for instance. Be careful guys, the same applies to color gels. If you stick a gel to the front of a dish, it'll melt, so you have to use a different solution here. So why do you need such a light? Obviously to light up huge venues and spaces, but at the same time draw not that much power. I used it at home with wall power at 100% brightness and had zero issues. Also, it's strong enough to imitate sunlight during the night for instance, or fake daylight scenes using this light outside of a window. And you can even fight against the sun with this light, as you can see in this example. So you can raise up darker shadows on the face, for instance, during midday. And also you can use this light for super slow motion at very short shutter speeds, since it's completely flicker free. And it even has the frequency range adjustment for special occasions, so phantom super slow motion camera users will be happy. My go-to light for filming and my YouTube studio is Godox VL150. It's also a daylight balanced COB light, so let's compare those just for fun. I'll write down on the screen which reflector I use, camera settings and brightness of both units, so you'll have a pretty good understanding how much brighter the 1200D is. Now let's have a look at the quality of the included reflectors: wide, medium and spot. Pay attention to the edges fall off and the hot spot in the middle. It's especially pronounced with the biggest reflector, spot. Let me say I've seen better performance. Inside the advertised beam angle the light is even, but then it starts to fall off pretty quickly. Of course, 1200D has CRI and TLCI ratings above 95 and you shouldn't run into issues with this light. But if you're really into numbers, spectrum distribution, brightness at different distances, and just superb and detailed info about this light, I highly recommend you watch a review by Andrew Locke from Gaffer & Gear YouTube channel. My Australian colleague is one of the best on YouTube in terms of lighting equipment. Big shout out to Andrew, the link is in the description. Both the main unit, the light itself, and the controller are weather sealed and can handle the rain, which makes it a very versatile tool. The controls are very intuitive. Press in to jump through brightness presets and turn 4.1% increments changes. And you can turn faster to increase the speed of changing. It also has pretty regular built-in effects. Or you can just connect it to Sidus Link app. You would find the same effects in other cheaper Aputure daylight COBs like 120D Mark II for instance. So here are a few examples of the effects. Besides the Sidus Link app, you can also use Lumenradio DMX and even Ethernet connection. Also, there is a USB-A port for firmware update. It has 16-bit DMX control for very smooth transitions, and if you want to learn more about DMX capabilities in this light, check out Andrew's review once again. It's very detailed and awesome. And since I'm not that experienced at using DMX, Andrew is gonna tell you a better story here. Shadow quality is rather soft when you are less than 4 meters from the wall, but after this distance it sharpens up. I doubt you'll be using 1200D closer than 4 meters. At least not often. For the same reason, I think the fan noise is not that important. It's gonna be really far from the mic, and also it features several fan modes to choose from. Aputure 1200D's output is comparable to M18 HMI, which is just huge and expensive, so if you wanna learn more how those two compare, check out the episode of Meet the Gaffer, I'll leave a link down below as well. So finally, the price and conclusion. 1200D costs $3,400, which sounds like a lot, but if we take a look at M18 HMI, it's almost $2,000 more expensive. Also, don't forget about great build quality, awesome case, good set of dishes, outstanding connectivity, and enormous output. It's now one of the best monster LED lights on the market, if not the best. If you do know why you need it, I highly recommend it. Of course, it's a total overkill for me, but it was fun to play with and a pain to bring home. If you did enjoy this video, guys, please smash the like and subscribe buttons as I say in my videos and hit the notifications bell. Feel free to share all of your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Here are a couple of videos for you to watch next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye.